During World War II, a single bomb fell so close to Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper that the refectory's roof and 3 walls exploded into rubble. Yet the painting survived, exposed to the elements for months. Art historians still debate whether this was luck, fate, or something stranger. Why does this fragile mural, so often on the edge of obliteration, always seem to survive? What unseen force is determined to preserve Leonardo's vision? And what secret does this painting refuse to surrender? The truth is more complicated than luck or divine intervention. The Last Supper should have vanished many times. In 1943, British bombs reduced the monastery to dust, but the wall holding Leonardo's masterpiece remained, propped up by scaffolding and sandbags, as if protected by invisible hands. But that's only the latest chapter in the mural's strange survival. For centuries before the bombings, the painting endured neglect, vandalism, and disastrous attempts at restoration. Yet it persists, battered but unbowed, as if the story it tells is too vital to lose. But why? What message hides in its battered surface, worth saving at any cost? Look closer at what Leonardo depicted. The calm, sorrowful Jesus at the center is flanked by 12 men, but one figure collapses into shadow: Judas. Unlike the other apostles, who are caught in a hurricane of shock and disbelief, Judas leans back, his face half swallowed by darkness. In his hand, he clutches a small, heavy bag, the infamous 30 pieces of silver. Leonardo paints Judas's hand reaching for bread on the table, a detail taken straight from the Gospels. But here it's more than narrative. Bread becomes guilt solidified, a last gesture before the darkness closes in. No artist before had painted betrayal with such intimacy. But what if Judas isn't just the villain? Some scholars argue Leonardo was obsessed with the duality of good and evil, the friend who becomes the enemy. Judas, they say, is painted with a complexity that defies easy judgment. His face, blurred by shadow, is neither monstrous nor sympathetic, but human. Leonardo even placed him on the same side of the table as the others, breaking centuries of tradition. Is this a hidden confession? Was Leonardo warning us that betrayal always comes from within? That the seeds of darkness are sown among friends? If so, whose secret is really being kept in Judas's shadow? The apostles themselves are caught in a storm. Leonardo arranged them in groups of 3, each cluster exploding with unique gestures and expressions. Peter lunges forward with a knife, foreshadowing violence. Thomas thrusts his finger upward, the same finger he will later press into Christ's wounds in doubt. John, eyes closed, seems to faint, as if overcome by a knowledge too heavy to bear. Leonardo didn't invent these faces. He studied real people, criminals, even local monks, tracking every twitch and grimace. This was revolutionary in an age when saints were painted as emotionless icons. Here, divinity is stripped bare, replaced by the full spectrum of human fear, anger, and confusion. But look closer, and you'll notice something odd. Several apostles lean together, heads almost touching, their hands gesturing in a whispering dance. Are they reacting to Jesus' shocking announcement, or are they exchanging secrets of their own? Some art detectives believe Leonardo encoded private dramas, personal friendships, old rivalries, unspoken suspicions. In this reading, the painting captures not just a biblical moment, but the hidden politics and betrayals of everyday life. Who are these men really talking to, and what are they hiding? The drama unfolds within a room that seems to defy the laws of painting. The walls and ceiling recede in mathematically perfect perspective, all lines drawing the eye to Jesus. Leonardo invented this optical illusion, transforming a flat wall into a 3-dimensional stage. It's so convincing that monks eating in the refectory would have felt as if they were dining in the same room as Christ and his friends. But there's a darker side to this illusion. The room feels enclosed, almost claustrophobic, as if the figures are trapped by fate. The monastery itself was a place of silence, discipline, and self-denial. Was Leonardo's architecture a visual prison, locking these men inside a destiny they can't escape? Or does the vanishing point hint at a way out, a path only the innocent can follow? Beneath the dramatic gestures and architectural wizardry, the table is set with humble food. Bread is torn uneven, wine glints in simple glasses, and a small pile of spilled salt creeps toward the edge. This is no accident. In Leonardo's time, salt was rare and precious. Spilling it was an omen of bad luck, a warning of betrayal close at hand. The uneven bread may symbolize broken fellowship, the shattering of trust. And each item is rendered with obsessive care, as if Leonardo wanted us to read the meal as a code. Some researchers think the arrangement hides references to lost rituals, secret societies, or even mathematical puzzles. Was Leonardo embedding a hidden script in plain sight, a recipe for those who know how to read it? Or is the truth even stranger, a warning that every meal, no matter how sacred, is haunted by the possibility of betrayal? But the greatest secret is in the paint itself. Unlike true fresco, Leonardo experimented by painting on dry plaster, hoping for richer colors. The result was disaster. The image began to decay within years. Over the centuries, humidity, pollution, and the scraping hands of restorers reduced the painting to a ghostly blur. In one notorious restoration, entire faces were redrawn, colors replaced, details forever lost. What remains today is a patchwork of original genius and well-meaning guesswork. When you look at the Last Supper now, you're seeing layers of history, some of it Leonardo, some of it not. Which raises a disturbing question. Do we still possess the original message? Or has it been rewritten by every generation's fears and desires? Whose vision are we really seeing? The artist's or our own? Hidden in the crowd, another enigma waits. The apostle seated to Christ's right, traditionally identified as John, looks curiously out of place. Delicate, almost androgynous, with long hair and a serene expression. This figure bears an uncanny resemblance to Leonardo's own self-portraits from his youth. Some art historians argue this is no coincidence. Was Leonardo inserting himself into the sacred drama, placing himself among the chosen few? If so, it's a bold move, blurring the boundaries between creator and creation, artist and apostle. Others whisper that John is not Leonardo, but Mary Magdalene, smuggled into the scene as a challenge to church authority. Either way, the lines between history, legend, and personal myth grow dangerously thin. What does it mean to become part of your own masterpiece? Is this Leonardo's silent confession, or his claim to immortality? And then at the very heart of it all, there is the stillness. Jesus sits at the center, hands reaching for bread, eyes downcast in acceptance. All chaos whirls around him, but he remains the calm eye of the storm, a man about to be betrayed, yet utterly serene. Leonardo captures an impossible moment, the tipping point between hope and despair, faith and treachery. Some believe this isn't just a memory of the past, but a warning that betrayal and sacrifice are woven into the fabric of existence, repeating in every age. Others see it as prophecy, a vision of suffering yet to come. If art can freeze tragedy, can it also predict our own fate? What are we meant to learn from this moment, endlessly replayed on a crumbling wall? So, why does the Last Supper survive? The answer is hidden in its very decay. The painting endures because it is unfinished, imperfect, always on the edge of vanishing. Like the story it tells, it refuses closure, forcing each generation to confront its mysteries anew. And here's the revelation you didn't expect. Some believe the painting's fragility is its greatest strength. No matter how much is lost, the essential drama of hope, betrayal, and sacrifice remains. Every faded face becomes part of its story, a living testament to human frailty and endurance. The Last Supper is not just about a meal or a moment. It is a mirror, reflecting our deepest fears and our most desperate hopes. As long as there are secrets in the shadows and cracks in the paint, Leonardo's vision will survive, always one disaster away from oblivion, and always somehow enduring. The world may try to erase it, but the story refuses to die. Perhaps the final secret is this: the greatest masterpieces are not protected by walls, bombs, or restorers, but by the questions they leave unanswered. In the Last Supper, every silence is a prophecy, every shadow a warning, and every surviving detail a whisper from the edge of eternity.